Welcome, Aries. This is a weekly Cartomancy and intuitive reading for May 15th through 19th, 2019. This is a general reading and will not be for every Aries. Sun, Moon, and Rising energies, of course, will be stronger. I'm the Queen of Clovers. My readings tend to focus on life, craft, and action. Why are my readings late? Well, the May 4th new moon and the upcoming full moon in Scorpio have hit me extremely hard. The full moon, it's not here yet, and I already feel it. It's going to be tough. It's going to hit everybody in the feels. It's going to take away things, and it's got me nervous. All right, and also please check out my Energy 101 work post for an intro to daily energy work. The link is below. And finally, keep a lookout for my post on how do you know you're in an abusive or toxic relationship. And I'll post that this weekend. That is for my extra posts. See what we have here for Aries. Let's get to Aries this week. My fire signs. These are my fire cards, my fire bicycle cards. I love them. Come on, Aries, let's get some fire going. Let's see, this is going to be where you've been, and it's going to be the energy you're coming into this time period. 2 cards of the energy that's going to hit you, and a card as a result, a couple advice cards, and then a peek at the weekend. It's just going to be a quick reading, nice and short. I don't like face-to-face readings. I don't read the cards as well. It's come to my attention. So, alright, so Aries, what do we have? I have you with the Ace of Diamonds, the 5 of Clovers, and the 3 of Hearts. Alright, this is actually going to be a, in Cartomancy, 3s are decision cards. They can also be cheating cards. There's usually more than one or cards when it comes to cheating, and there's usually a person card in Cartomancy for me for cheating. This is actually more like the decision, the moment of truth, and it's a love decision, and it's really got you in the fire. This is a fire fight. This is you have a new beginning in communication, which doesn't surprise me that you have a 5 card. You want to fight, and you want to fight with a decision that has to be made. Sometimes decisions have to be made, and it's difficult because of the people around you. I have the 2 of Diamonds and the 7 of Hearts. Basically, those are, 2 of Diamonds is a fear card. The 2s are fear, absolutely, in Cartomancy. So this is fear of money, fear of financial institutions, fear of getting a loan. 7s are up in your head. It's having difficulty problem solving. But these are complexities of emotion, being a Hearts, that we brought on ourselves. It's the obstacles and difficulties we brought on ourselves trying to cope with whatever got us to this 7. And because it's next to the 2, it's obviously a financial decision. And a 9 of spades. This 9 of spades is actually going to be a, what is this? Nice communication card. It is a card of transcendence versus discord. It is rising above. It's letting go, which is appropriate for the 18th, the Scorpio full moon. Letting go of what no longer serves you. This is that card. Absolutely. It's cutting out everything that doesn't belong. It's the final let go of everything that you've been hanging on to. One door closes, another one opens. All right, let's get some, okay, so let's see what we have, Aries. The energy that's going to hit you this week. I have the 3 of Clovers and the King of Air. Okay, let's look at this reading. Let me get some energy from the cards. There's an imbalance in your life. Odd cards are imbalanced cards, and 4s are odd cards in Cartomancy tend to be cards of imbalance and then shifts and motion and change, adjustments. Even cards tend to be those heady cards, those balancing cards, the evening out cards. This is but they represent different kinds of fears. This is a fear of evening out financially, and it has to do with love. Sometimes when we're in love, we have to come to terms with the financial implications of a relationship. And you have 2 3s in this relationship, so I do feel that there is at least some interference in your life, Aries. This King of Air and this 3 of Spades tell me that, and this 3 of Hearts together tell me that somebody is interfering in your love, in your passions, in your education, in your thoughts. This is and this is a high initiate, the highest initiate possible, the King of Air. It's kind of like a narcissist card for me because of the fact that he is that mental control, that mental power he has. And because of this cheating or interference, it almost seems like this is almost like a bad relationship. You're coming out of a narcissist card. You're trying to decide, you want to engage this narcissist because there's imbalance in your relationship. 5s are motion cards, and then there's usually 2 forces coming up against each other. One of those forces is above the other. There's a superior and an inferior. You are showing upright in this case, as this card is upright. You are coming also in with the energy of the 3 of Hearts. I would say this is backup. That is wise when working with a narcissist. Because you're going to have to determine and come to a solution, Aries, with, you're going to have to trust that the financial institutions that serve you, and I'm mostly thinking about court here. Libra is air. There's very few even cards here, and that's what's striking to me the most about this reading, is that the only 2 is a fear card, and it's fear of financial institutions, and this 9 is a removing. You have to remove some energy, some thoughts, some thinking, and you have to trust that, for example, the law, you will get the alimony you're supposed to get. You will actually get a decent car loan. Your mortgage loan that you're refinancing is going to work out. Your business loan is going to work out. I know you don't see the solution there, but it is. There is help. There is assistance, financial assistance available. You don't see it because of this King of Air. He's interfering, and you need to cut out that King of Air in your business. Let me get 2 more advice cards. Yeah, I have Ace of Hearts and the 7 of Diamonds. Again, Hearts and Diamonds. Again, odd cards. Ace of Hearts is a wish, a desire. It's definitely solo. And the 7 of Diamonds is the Wine, Women, and Song card. This is coping with the energy by just finding a little party hardy to get into. This is definitely upside down, so this is definitely, you're going to have a hangover if you Wine, Women, and Song it. You do want new love. You do want new peace in love, but with these Ace and the 7s together, you are really stuck in your head and thinking about it, and you just need to cut it out to move ahead. To me, this tells me you're fighting a battle. This 5 of Fire tells me you're fighting a battle that you can't win anyway. There's a lot of interference. These 3s tell me there's a lot of people in here, this card. I don't get that there's a sexual affair here, but I do get that there's just so many people involved here, and you need to cut that out. That just needs to be cut out. A relationship should be one-on-one, 2 people. All right, I also have the Jack of Hearts for the weekend, the 6 of Spades, the Queen of Spades for the weekend. We're going to do 3 cards for the weekend. All right, this tells me Jack of Hearts is a new initiate. It's like the guy first in love, but he could be a bit bratty because, well, a lot of new emotions can make us a little bratty. And then we have a Queen of Air, a softening of this air sign and a victory in communication. You need to cut these people out. Whatever these people are, just don't need to be in this relationship. It's just messing everything up. And I know you're upset about it and you want to argue about it. You want to face that conversation anew with this person that's has all these extra people in your lives. But it's not, I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to cut this guy a little slack. And maybe he isn't a narcissist. Maybe he just has that much shit going on, because he does soften to the Queen of Air. When you soften to be a little bit, you might be a little bit bratty about this conversation with this Jack of Hearts. And the Six of Spades will give you victory. Six of Spades is definitely a victory card. It's post-battle. You went through a battle of a different kind up here, but you will find victory this weekend. You will be able to communicate what you need to, but you need to do it softer. The advice here is to soften up, Aries. You don't have to come in this battle. You can come in heart first. Heart first instead of fear first. Does that make sense? I think it does. But you're going to definitely come into the weekend a lot softer, feeling the love. It's probably that Scorpio full moon just getting you in the feels. You're going to communicate much softer, or you should communicate much softer, and that'll soften your air sign to be able to understand your purpose, what you're trying to say. You don't want them to cut out people from their lives, people necessarily. You want to cut out their interference. Yeah, definitely. All right, that is a pretty good reading for you in this upcoming 5 days or so. Thank you for watching, Aries, and I hope to see you next week's reading. Thank you.